Thank you.
Madam. So, Vinod Sharma.
My friend Vinod Sharma. Shri Vinod Sharma.
Pauline Morris.
Yes, Madam.
Now it's Madam.
Yes, you will not forget that. Nice.
Thank you.
Maxim.
Mr. Maxia.
He didn't come.
Justice Rivello.
He also didn't come.
He's not. Mr. Vinod to from the General.
Oh, yes.
In other conventions, one specific convention which I would like to, point out a provision is the CEDAW Convention. That's the Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, which came into force on the 3rd of September 1981, to which India has been party. And it is this convention which under Article 6 states that trafficking, the state shall take measures to prevent trafficking. But significantly, this provision does not forbid prostitution. Okay, it just makes a provision for prevention, but no provision for total forbidding this particular prostitution as such. Moreover, many of the states enter into reservations and declarations which actually attack the very purpose and object of the convention as such. So far as India is concerned, because I hail from India, India did sign a particular convention, that's the 1949 Convention on Suppression of Trafficking in Persons and Exploitation of Prostitution of Others. And in compliance of its obligation, it brought out a legislation in the form of the Suppression of Immoral Trafficking in Women and Girls Act of 56, amended in the year 19...
Another conversation from here.
Yeah. All visible?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mark, Honourable Mr Justice Orn Al-Khazana, the Honourable Mr Justice Min Rayamaji, the Honourable Mr Ram Jetmalani, the Right Honourable Lord Jonathan Mance, Sir Gavin Lightman and Dr Adish Agarwal. Would they kindly like to take their places? Apparently my voice isn't loud enough. I don't think nobody's ever said that to me before. But they haven't heard outside. Please welcome the dignitaries to their platform. introduce Dr. Adish Agarwal to say a few words.
Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice K.G. Balakrishnan, Honorable the Chief Justice of Nepal, Mr. Justice Min Bahadur Ramanji, Honorable Judge of International Court of Justice, Mr. Justice Al-Khasnawa, former Indian Minister for Law and Justice and Urban Development, Mr. Ram Jethmalani, the Right Honorable Lord Bags, former Judge, High Court Chancery Division, Sir Gavin, Shadow Justice Secretary and Shadow Attorney General of UK and MP, Mr. Dominic Grieve, Your Excellencies, High Commissioners, Ambassadors, Honorable Judges from different countries, Members of Parliament, bar leaders, representatives of various organizations and associations, distinguished delegates from different parts of the world, respected professors, research scholars, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. I feel indebted to all of you for having come here to grace this occasion despite your very busy schedule. During the working sessions, we discussed how the working of the judiciary is plagued by problems, the causes of such difficulties, their solutions, and so on. We discussed how terrorism scandalizes the world and the danger it poses if it is allowed to go. We went on to evaluate the role of the judiciary in combating crimes against humanity and acts of terrorism, the evolution of the corporate laws, concept of corporate governance, merger and acquisitions, and the corresponding shift in the role of courts were studied. The activities of UNCITRAL aimed at bringing about uniformity of commercial laws to facilitate international trade were deliberated upon. The part played by alternative dispute resolution mechanisms in reducing the burden of courts and methods of strengthening such mechanisms were assessed. The importance of high standards of legal education was highlighted. Proposals for establishment of commercial courts were mooted. Human rights involving in cases of trafficking were also part of the deliberations. We also discussed how to strengthen independence of the judiciary without compromising its accountability. We assessed the contribution of jurists in dealing with the rapid changes which the world is passing through and the various challenges it presents. We had the opportunity to share experiences, to listen to committed voices, to feel that the problems that confront us are basically the same by participating in discussions of critical importance during the course of these 2 days. We have heard several excellent speakers, including honorable judges, members of parliament, bar leaders, professors of law, and distinguished delegates from different parts of the world. The different ideas flowing from the depths of their knowledge have given
Lord Bass, the Minister of Justice UK, Justice Owen Al-Khasnav, the Judge of the International Court of Justice, Justice Min Bahadur, the Chief Justice of Nepal, the Kevin Lightman, Mr. Ram Jethmalani, Mr. Adish Agarwal, my esteemed colleagues, the distinguished guests, members of the fraternity and dear friends. 2 days we are a very storming session. Many of the topics were very important topics. Terrorism to judicial independence, something how far they get this the subjects could be get mixed up. But we had a very important discussions. We are concerned with all these topics. We want these ideas to come up because the lawyers who have got the analytical mind. Once Justice Frankfurter was asked why the lawyers are so important in America. Why? They are taken for this commission, they are taken by the government for this. He said the lawyers alone has got the analytical mind. So we got any subject which good analyzed fully with threadbare, and we get the ideas, and then how law is ultimately what is the quintessence of public opinion is the law. So it must be the opinion which is created by the elite people, which is intellectually vibrant people who create the ideas, and that form the basis of law. So judicial independence, the terrorism, these are all so many other topics. I don't refer to the judicial independence. Of course, we are concerned with judicial, but at the same time, we are also concerned with the accountability of the judges. We are accountable to the public. We are accountable to the people. Again, express my heartfelt thanks to the one and all of you who contributed greatly to this conference. Thank you very much. I have got some appointment. I take leave with your permission.
Thank you, sir.
Now would you please welcome the Right Honourable Lord Berke, who is the Parliamentary Under Secretary of State of the United Kingdom.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much indeed, Chief Justices, Honourable Chief Justices, Honourable Judge from the International ICJ, Gavin, many countries, distinguished lawyers, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly Dr. Agrawala as well. Can I say how delighted I am to be here today and to welcome you on behalf of the United Kingdom Government, and particularly on behalf of the Lord Chancellor and Secretary of State for Justice, Jack Straw, the Honourable Jack Straw. It's a huge pleasure and honour for us to have the International Conference of Jurists for Judicial Reforms in our country, and particularly in our capital city. The country has a perfect justice system. We in this country face similar problems in our courts of delays, spiralling costs, so it's only sensible that we work together to look to see how they've been dealt with in other countries. Now, sometimes people say lawyers...
Honorable Justice Mr. Amias Alcasa, Sir Gavin Lightman, Ramjit Manalvi, Dr. Adhish Chandra Agrawal, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to stand before you once again and share my thought at the happy ending of two-day International Conference of Judicial Reform. The conference gave an excellent opportunity to me and my delegation to have fruitful exchange of views, share experiences, and learn from the Honourable Justices, jurists and lawyers on many aspects of law and justice in different sessions during personal interaction.